Beer and Loathing.
Welcome to Beer and Loathing's Chug, a lively blast back through the beer blogosphere's bylines to touch back on all the beer news that may or may not have pissed you off last week. We hit the highlights one last time so you can get over it and move on to the new shit that'll piss you off this week. I'm Samuel Sly, humbly and graciously presenting you some headlines. In a stunning and bold move, more breweries have acquired one another. New Belgium received much applause and praise when they decided they were suddenly a big-ass brewery and needed to start acting like one. So they worked with Dick Cantwell, formerly of Elysian fame, and Belgian lambic producer Oud Beersel to purchase the assets of San Francisco's Magnolia Brewing as part of a bankruptcy proceeding. Now, shortly before that, Constellation Brands announced they're preparing to add Florida's Funky Buddha Brewing to their beers that are way too fucking expensive division. Meanwhile, Green Flash Brewing is opening a third brewery in Nebraska. Now, when asked why the city of Lincoln appealed to the brewery, one of the owners stated, "It's a great college town with great spirit," which we believe roughly translate to, "These kids can party." And lastly, Heineken and Kroger supermarkets are being sued by a California dude claiming he drank dead gecko beer. Ugh. Now, he claims to have taken a sip of the beer, noticed it tasted foul, and was immediately sick. His daughter later found 2 dead, non-decomposed geckos in the beer. Now, everyone's best guess is the geckos were alive and had gotten into the cans before being filled and sealed. Heineken, of course, rejects this possibility, and this claim is bogus. Now, we're waiting for an official confirmation on what the plaintiff is asking for in the lawsuit, but we think it'll be something equivalent to 15% or more of his insurance. Because instead of taking 15 minutes to talk to Geico, he wasted that precious time being sick from drinking gecko juice. Wait, has anyone seen the Gecko lately? No matter. This week we have a new, amazing feat of drinking to share with you. Now, if this video flew under your radar, you may need to expand your radar. We'll just go to tape and show you why. And there's the tap out. This leaves so many questions. How did they figure out this would work? How did they determine who the top and the bottom would be? How many beers did they have leading up to this moment? Were they over or under par for the game? We may never know. Such is life sometimes. That's your recap. This week's Chug is brought to you by Carina Peach Sour Ale from Ecliptic Brewing Company in Portland, Oregon. I think it's just Ecliptic Brewing, not company, but whatever. Come back next week to find out what pissed you off this week. And I'll tell you what pissed me off this week, chugging 20-something ounces of sour. You thought that was alright. Why don't you give us a subscribe on the old YouTube channel here. It's Tune In, Get Drunk. We do weekly chugs, we do other video stuff, and it's usually stupid, probably entertaining, things that you wouldn't want your mom to see. Or if that's not really your style, why don't you go ahead and just check out our podcast. We talk to people in and around the beer industry. We have a good time. We like fun. Oh, it's like instant heartburn.